Hi beautiful, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to play around with makeup. I don't necessarily have anything in mind, but I recently picked up this set right here, and this is the nude pigment and glitter from NYX Cosmetics. Now this is part of their holiday collection, and I feel like for $65 this is such a great steal because you have two glitters in here and then two pigments as well. So I think I am going to use one of the pigments, which is preferably this one right here, to create a more natural look. And also I wanted to revisit the Mellow Cosmetics Sinopia Palette. I feel like I have not touched this since the last time I used it, and that was my first impression. I think it was a couple of months ago. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. I have already primed and applied like a glowy base on my skin. So for foundation today, I decided to go for the Thin Lizzy Flawless Complexion foundation, and I have the shade Hoola. They came out with a new packaging, but I could not find that anywhere in New Zealand, so I still have the old packaging, and I actually quite like this foundation. It has like a technology in it made for New Zealand weather, which is really good. I don't want to pile on a lot of foundation, so I'm just gonna quickly conceal with this Dermacol makeup cover, mainly the dark spots that I have and a little bit on my eyes, since I'm having a little bit of a dark circle at the moment. I don't typically use this all over my face because I find that it clogs my pores and it doesn't last very long. However, if I just want to go to the beach and relax, it gives me a nice coverage. For concealer today, I'm just gonna use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and this one is in the shade Medium 22. And I will prime my eyes as well. And I like to work in sections with this concealer because I feel like it dries fairly quick. To set my under eyes, I am going to use the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I think I am going to set my whole face with the translucent powder as well, just lightly, because I don't want to bake or anything like that. I want to keep the glow. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use this $1 Santee matte powder. I actually have been using this a lot recently. I just like the way it sets my makeup. It keeps me matte, it's finely milled, it doesn't cake up, and it's a great powder for touch-ups. And I am going to put a little bit of brightening powder under my eyes, so I'm just going to use the Hourglass Diffuse Light, and this is the ambient lighting powder. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty white, but it has like a little bit of a yellow tint to it. So I like to use this underneath my eyes to give me a glow, because sometimes when I set my under eyes with setting powder, it kind of enhances my wrinkles. So I like to pop this on to create an illusion that I have healthy glow. For bronzer today, I am going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is in the shade Saddle. So this is the powder bronzer, which, to be honest, it kind of looks reddish on the pan and it's quite dark, but I promise you it's very neutral. It doesn't go on quite pigmented, which I typically like because you could really build it up, and it creates a nice bronze to the skin. For my nose, I like to use a fan brush. So any fan brush I have in hand. I might have put a little bit too much, so just get like a powder brush to blend it out. I wanted to clean up the sides a little bit, so I'm just gonna go back to that Santee matte powder, and just because I don't really want to bake. Like, you can bake around this area, but on my skin, because I have a lot of textures, it enhances it more. For blush today, I am going to use my MAC powder blush, and this one is in the shade Fleur Power. It's just appropriate because the weather today is lovely. I like to pop more of this at the back of my face and then kind of feather it out. And then I'll go back with a brush. For highlighter today, I am going to use the Revolution Sophx highlighter. I have not used this for a long time. And I think I am going to mix these three shades on top because I like the tone of the three, and mixed together it creates a nice highlight. And if you're a highlighter junkie, honestly, try this highlighter. And to get rid of the powderiness, I am going to put a little bit of this Revolution Hyaluronic Fix. I actually like this because it melts the foundation and it doesn't make it look cakey. I like to dab it with a beauty blender and also fan it a little bit. Moving on to the eyes, I've already primed it, as I said before, and somewhat set it with translucent powder, but I'm going to apply Pecan, which is this nice off-white shade. For transition shade today, I am going to go and use Nudie, which is this one right here, mixed it with a little bit of blush. I am going to go and take Brick and pop that in the transition as well to just create a warm eyeshadow base. I have been obsessed with warm eyeshadows recently. It enhances my tan, but if I were to pick, I will always be a cool toned eyeshadow wearer. Now I'm going to use Dust and pop that in the outer V and in the crease to bring us back to a more cooler toned look, because we're going to pop on a little bit of the Champagne shade from this palette as well as the MAC glitter. And I'm going to go back to Brick, which is that one right there. For the lower lash line, while we're here, I am going to go and use blush and pop that. Brick. Outer corner is the Dust, which is this one right here. And I am going to now apply a pigment primer. The one that I'm going to use is from NYX. Use a flat brush. And I am going to go from the inner corner to like probably mid-lid. I'm excited to use this. This is actually my first time using any pigment. The shade that I'm going to use is this one right here, and this is in the shade English Gilt. Ooh, it has a stopper. So I'm not really good at using pigment, so we'll see how this will go. Hopefully I won't spill it everywhere. Oh my god. So this is what it looks like. It's so pretty and reflective. So I think I'm just gonna pick up straight from the jar using a different brush. And I am going to pop a little bit of Champagne from the palette just to blend. That's what the eyeshadow is looking like. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So I am going to do the same off camera, and then we'll come back with my lashes and mascara on, and we're going to move on to the lips. Here is the makeup look. So we are forgetting the inner corner highlight. So for inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back to the Sinopia palette and apply this shade right here called Champagne. For lips today, I am going to line my lips with this very long Wet n Wild lip liner, and this one is in the shade Willow. And on top of that, I am going to go and use the XO Beauty lipstick, and this one is in the shade Deja Vu. It's a nice, you know, like peachy everyday nude. So here is the final look with the lipstick, but I feel like since it's a matte lipstick, it kind of enhances the dry patches on my lips. So I'm going to go over that with this YSL Rouge Volupte Shine, and this one is in the shade number 9, and this used to be my favorite everyday lipstick. And it just adds a nice sheer shine to the makeup. Ladies and gents, this is my final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thoroughly did not plan on doing this makeup look, but you know what? This could be a perfect bridal makeup look since it's summer here in New Zealand. Usually that's around the time where it's wedding season, and of course you could wear this on a festive work party or festive makeup party. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more updates. I would really love for you to come back and hang out with me, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye!